Who this time will visit number 9?
Did you not expect horrors such as these to unfold?
Hello, comfort support line.
With an all-star cast in a collection of deliciously unexpected short stories.
Let us link hands.
From the brilliant minds of Shearsmith and Pemberton.
Your reputations precede you, gentlemen.
A new series of Inside Number 9 on BBC Two and BBC Two HD.
Senator, thank you very much for joining us tonight. How did you do it? How did you figure out what Donald Trump was going to say tonight?
Lawrence, thank you for having me. And tonight I heard a failed president desperately casting about for excuses to meddle in the upcoming election if he can, or to discredit the result when he loses decisively, as I expect he will.
I met your friend.
Real or imaginary?
Imagine.
For the first time in decades, I'm opening my beloved chocolate factory.
A whole new generation of real-life golden ticket holders will compete for a life-changing prize. Or say a most unfortunate goodbye.
Well, I heard a president who, as war spirals and as prices keep climbing for families across the country, is, as always, focused on his personal grievances, focused on his personal shame and humiliation, and above all, focused on his personal fear of the accountability that will come when we win this fall.
Marvel at the magic you remember and delight in my newest wonders beyond imagination. The most extraordinary competition on Earth is about to begin.
Where are we?
Wow. There's no turning back now.
Yeah, they come down Main Street, drums are flailing and sirens are wailing, what a roar. Bands are a-playing and flags are a-waving and the vanguard's a motorcycle corps. Clowns are a-clowning to the crowd and pinching every pretty girl who dares to smile. It's a glorious mess, everybody wears a fez, the parade stretches out for a mile. It's a typical American phenomenon where all the members have a fine old time. It's the 43rd annual convention of the Grand Mystic Royal Order of the Nobles of the Alibaba Temple of the Shrine.
The blowing of the shofar symbolizes many things. In the Torah, it is said the blowing of the shofar is a call to assemble for battle.
It's a high holy day miracle. Look who's here.
Tolerance and hate that are massing right here in our very city. Please rise.
You like pirate booty?
No, it's disgusting.
That's not a good snack. I don't like a cheesy snack, do you?
No, if I'm gonna have anything, I'm gonna have a potato chip.
A cheesy snack is not good.
No.
All right.
Shavarim Trua.
Man, he's good. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Shana Tova.
I can tell you this. They're not going to be seeing me again anytime soon.
You didn't enjoy it? You didn't have fun?
Oh. Rabbi Friedman. Oh, my God, that was so moving. Just terrific.
Operator, give me room 321, please. Hello, noble lumpkin. This here's a lustrous potentate. I said it's the lustrous potentate. The illustrious Coy, that blame it, this here's Bubba. Coy, why ain't you to parade? What? Well, how'd you get that big Harley up there in your room?
Thank you.
Hello.
I wasn't sure you were going to make it.
Come on, I'm a man of my word. Are you
Yes, you
kidding?
are.
Very nice service. And by the way, fantastic on that shofar. Oh,
Thank you.
He's pretty amazing.
I don't know how you do it.
Just blow.
I've tried 50 times. I've never, ever been able to get anything out of it.
Why don't you give it a try?
Oh, no, it's ridiculous. I can't do it.
How do you know? You might be a regular Dizzy Gillespie.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
He's ready for this.
With this, do you? Nothing personal.
This is quite a lead up. You better really be able to blow that thing.
This is crazy. This is an exercise in futility.
Blow that thing.
You're a master in the making, I can tell.
Ridiculous.
Please keep it as a gift.
What?
You
I can't
practice,
possibly take
you'll
this
get
from
better.
you.
It was such a lovely day on the golf course. I want you to have this.
All right, okay. Thank you so much.
Enjoy. It's good
Thank
to see
you.
you here.
Okay.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
That's a nice gesture. You'll have that forever.
Oh, please. I'm never going to pick this up for the rest of my life.
Let me also tell you what you have to gain. Jobs, opportunity, security, safety,
1 Thessalonians 5.
and many other things.
But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
I can't hear you, Coy. Quit revving it up, boy. Turn it off. I just want you to know one thing. You have embarrassed us all, the whole Hayhira delegation. Now I'll see you at the banquet, son, and you be there, Coy. You hear me? Black tie, 7 o'clock. Be there, Coy. And Coy, don't answer the phone, Well, it was all arranged by the ladies' auxiliary in the downtown convention hall. Cold roast beef, string beans, mashed potatoes, and 9 boring speeches and all. And all the tables looked fine with the Moke and David wine and chrysanthemums on each side. And the Hayhira leaders in their rented tuxedos made the local heart swell with pride. It's a typical American phenomenon where all the members have a fine old time. It's the 43rd annual convention of the Grand Mystic Royal Order of the Nobles of the Alibaba Temple of the Shrine.
Back at the motel.
Operator, 321, please. Thank you. Hello, Coy, what are you doing? What do you mean, who is this? This is Bubba. Why wasn't you at the banquet? What do you mean all you had to wear was a Hawaiian flowery shirt? Well, you may think you're fooling some people, but I know what's going on. Everybody's seen the little redhead. That's right, everybody. Why, she come running through the dinner right in the middle of the pineapple sherbet. Didn't have nothing on but your fez, Coy. Coy, you the only one's got a fez with a propeller on top. Yeah, and she's yelling out the secret code too, Coy.
This is the world's first commercial biological computer, running on living human cells. The CL1 computer is the brainchild of Melbourne-based Cortical Labs.
This is where the neurons would be embedded in.
CEO and founder Han-Wang Chong says it fuses cell-derived neurons with silicon, creating a new class of AI known as synthetic biological intelligence.
Unlike using artificial neural networks, we grow real biological neurons into networks onto computer chips.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Detroit, in Baltimore, in Chicago, has the right to live out their lives in safety and in peace.
And the pursuit of peace and security, which you are leading in many lands, but now especially in the Middle East. We have great opportunities. The President has an extraordinary team, and I think our teams together make an extraordinary combination to meet challenges and seize opportunities. But the President has already realized great opportunities. He forged the Abraham Accords. He's forging peace as we speak in one country and one region after the other. So I want to present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well deserved, and you should get it.
Thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much. Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much, baby.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
923. Clearly, he's leaving us a code. Gaius Octavius, better known as Augustus Caesar, was born into nobility on September 23rd, 63 BC, although he never recognized the title of emperor. Augustus Caesar was the first of the ruling Julio-Claudian dynasty to reign in Rome. Before Augustus's centralization of power, Rome was ruled by a series of suffects, but Augustus changed that entire system, becoming the sole ruler.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
An incident that took place less than 15 minutes ago.
The assault on the president. We'll examine the videotape of the shooting with informers.
One brother vanishes and the other one appears. Again, only possible because they are identical.
Chicago is a hellhole right now. We're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
The president citing crime as his rationale, and on Saturday, posting what appeared to be an AI-generated image of himself in front of the Chicago skyline in flames, and the phrase, "Shipocalypse now," saying, quote, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning," and quote, "Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War."
Where are we going? I don't know, but I don't like what's that tunnel up there. Hey, Wonka, I want off!
Round the world and home again. That's the sailor's way. Wonka, do me a favor. Tell those creatures to stop paddling further.
We're going too fast. We're going to sink. I know it. Why doesn't he stop the boat?
Faster. Hang on, darling. Just close your eyes and hang on tight.
Hey, this isn't funny, Wonka!
You can't possibly see where you're going, Wonka!
You're right. I can't.
Boy, what a great series this would make.
Wonka!
This is kind of strange.
Yeah, strange, Charlie, but it's fun.
This is terrific.
How much to get off the boat, Wonka?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I can take a joke, but this has gone too far.
Tell our little guy to turn us around, Wonka!
Now I am gonna be sick.
is my great honor to address the National Catholic Prayer Breakfast. I want to thank my good friend, Leonard Leo, and the board members of this wonderful breakfast, as well as, of course, the Knights of Columbus. And congratulations to Attorney General Bill Barr, special man, on receiving the annual award. I also want to express my deep gratitude to every person who prays for me and for the First Lady and for our country. We love our country. There's no country like it. I grew up next to a Catholic church in Queens, New York, and I saw how much incredible work the Catholic Church did for our community. These are amazing people. These are great, great people.
Couldn't be.
There's no earthly way of knowing
He's singing.
which direction we are going.
We did get something, a gift, after the election.
September 23rd, 1952. Future President Richard Nixon uses what's then the new medium of television to make his case. Nixon, at the time the Republican candidate for vice president, denies charges that he used a secret campaign fund for his personal expenses. Instead, Nixon says the only gift that he had accepted was the family dog, whom his daughters named Checkers.
Today, the Pentagon announced that additional U.S. troops are going to be headed to the Middle East now in response to rising tensions in that region. Israel launched new strikes in Lebanon today, targeting the group Hezbollah. The Lebanon Health Ministry says at least 350 people have been killed and more than 1,200 injured, including women and children. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu telling the people of Lebanon that Israel's war is not with them, but it's with Hezbollah. Fears of a wider war in that region are now growing.
The IDF has warned you to get out of harm's way. I urge you, take this warning seriously. Don't let Hezbollah endanger your lives and the lives of your loved ones.
Iran backs Hezbollah. The president of Iran, speaking at the UN General Assembly in New York, says that while Israel insists it doesn't want a wider war, its actions show otherwise.
There's no knowing where we're rowing, or which way the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a-blowing?
You guys know what this represents? Well, I don't remember, it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storming?
Could be the calm before the storm.
What storm is
We have the world's great military people in this room, I will tell you that. And we're going to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. Are the fires of hell a-glowing? Is the grisly reaper mowing?
Will you look into the mirror?
I speak for the majority of the Senate and the House of Representatives, assured that President Hammond has been a traitor to his party, false to the principles on which he was elected. I propose to demand from the House the impeachment, the immediate removal of the President of the United States. The President of the United States. May the rules be suspended? I would like to dispense with all red tape so I can answer questions directly while I have the floor. Unless there is objection, the rules of this Congress will be suspended.
Gentlemen, I am here as a representative of the American people in their hour of darkest despair. A plant cannot be made to grow by watering the top alone and letting the roots go dry. The people of this country are the roots of the nation, and the sturdy trunk and the branches too. You have spent $4 billion only to aggravate adversity. I ask for $4 billion to restore buying power, stimulate purchases, restore prosperity. You have wasted precious days and weeks and years in futile discussion. We need action, immediate and effective action.
Mr. President, there is a movement in Congress for your impeachment. Hardly the time for making any requests, however small.
Very well. I shall withdraw that request, but I would like to substitute another. I ask you, gentlemen, to declare a state of national emergency and to adjourn this Congress until normal conditions are restored. During the period of that adjournment, I shall assume full responsibility for the government.
Mr. President, this is dictatorship.
Senator Langham, words do not frighten me.
But the United States of America is a democracy. We are not yet ready to give up the government of our fathers. Order, please, order!
You have given it up. You've turned your backs. You've closed your ears to the appeals of the people. You've been traitors to the concepts of democracy upon which this government was founded. I believe in democracy as Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln believed in democracy. And if what I plan to do in the name of the people makes me a dictator, then it is a dictatorship based on Jefferson's definition of democracy. A government for the greatest good of the greatest number.
This Congress refuses to adjourn.
I think, gentlemen, you forget that I am still the President of these United States. And as Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, it is within the rights of the President to declare the country under martial law.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Your federalization of the police has a 30-day limit unless Congress acts to extend it. Are you talking to Congress about extending it, or do you believe 30 days is sufficient?
Well, if it's a national emergency, we can do it without Congress, but we expect to be to Congress before Congress very quickly. And again, we think the Democrats will not do anything to stop crime, but we think the Republicans will do it almost unanimously. So we're going to need a crime bill that we're going to be putting in. And it's going to pertain initially to D.C. It's almost, we're going to use it as a very positive example. And we're going to be asking for extensions on that, long-term extensions, because you can't have 30 days. 30 days is, that's by the time you do it. We're going to have this in good shape. And don't forget, in the border, everyone said it would take years and you'd have to go back to Congress. I never went to Congress for anything. I just said, close the border. And they closed the border.
For the safety of all citizens, groups of more than 3 men shall not congregate in public spaces. A curfew is in effect. Any person found on the street after dark will be subject to summary judgment. Long live General Gaius Julius Caesar, savior of our republic.
And that was the end of it. I didn't go back to Congress. We're going to do this very quickly, but we're going to want extensions. I don't want to call national emergency. If I have to, I will.
Yes, the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. 2 very big words. The action I am taking will open up access to up to $50 billion of very important and a large amount of money for states and territories and localities in our shared fight against this disease. In furtherance of the order, I'm urging every state to set up emergency operation centers effective immediately. You're going to be hearing from some of the largest companies and greatest retailers and medical companies in the world. They're standing right behind me and inside of me. I'm also asking every hospital in this country to activate its emergency preparedness plan so that they can meet the needs of Americans everywhere. The hospitals are very engaged. The emergency orders I'm issuing today will also confer broad new authority to the Secretary of Health and Human Services. The Secretary of HHS will be able to immediately waive provisions of applicable laws and regulations to give doctors, all hospitals, and healthcare providers maximum flexibility to respond to the virus and care for patients.
I'd like to share a revelation that I've had. Human beings are a disease. You are a plague. And we are the cure.
His family, the Julians, gave birth to some of the greatest tyrants the world had ever seen, including the merciless Caligula and the mentally insane Nero. Members of the Julio-Claudian dynasty believed themselves to be descendants of another race from the Dawn Star, also known as the Venus. Members of this dynasty were so convinced that they descended from this otherworldly race that they would actually dress up as the goddess Venus. Even the ruthless Caligula would cross-dress and put on women's garbs that made him look like a goddess. But it all started with Caesar Augustus, born on September 23, 63 BC, who would adopt the title Divi Filius, which means Son of God.
The U.S. presidential motorcade arrives at the United Nations, passing the ever-present groups of demonstrators assembled on the other side of the road. A sense of anticipation in the General Assembly chamber, and a warm reception for Barack Obama as he walks to the podium, his wife seated among the heads of state and dignitaries.
The time has come for the world to move in a new direction. We must embrace a new era of engagement based on mutual interest and mutual respect, and our work must begin now.
And the president outlined his vision of a new world order in which the U.S. would participate fully. One rooted on 4 basic principles:
non-proliferation and disarmament, the promotion of peace and security, the preservation of our planet, and a global economy that advances opportunity for all people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Holy See, followed by the national anthem of the United States.
Simply put, this country and this world benefit from your commitment to Jesuit principles, to being men.
As a graduate of another great Jesuit institution, Xavier University, I have great affection for the value and purpose of the Jesuit education.
President Trump, who attended Fordham, a Jesuit university, came face-to-face today with the first Jesuit pope. The rest is history.
Catholic schools give many underserved children the chance to reach their God-given potential. Catholics of all backgrounds share the love of Christ with the most vulnerable as they care for the elderly, the homeless, and neighbors in need. Our nation is strong because of Catholics and all people of faith. We believe in the joy of family, the blessing of freedom, and the dignity of work, and the eternal truth that every child, born and unborn, is made in the holy image of God. I will always protect the vital role of religion and prayer in American society, and I will always defend the sacred right to life. Today I am announcing that I will be signing the Born Alive executive order to ensure that all precious babies born alive, no matter their circumstances, receive the medical care that they deserve. This is our sacrosanct moral duty. We are also increasing federal funding for the neonatal research to ensure that every child has the very best chance to thrive and to grow. Melania and I recently visited the shrine of St. John Paul II, a man who had such a profound impact on our country and the world. It was an incredible visit. On his first visit to the United States, he concluded his visit to a Catholic parish in Harlem with these words: "Let the good news of Christ radiate from your hearts, and the peace that he alone gives remain forever in your souls." We are very grateful for the millions of Catholics across America who live by these beautiful words and bring hope and joy and light and grace to the world.
United in purpose, united in action.
And a reminder that this UN building is due to be closed for renovation at the end of these proceedings.
Our common ambition is to make this outward renovation the symbol of inward renewal.
A renewal, importantly, in which the United States says it is willing to both lead and be part of.
America first. A new world order. Presidential decrees cascading from President Trump's pen. A border wall with Mexico, kicking off the world's first leadership Twitter spat. Mexico's president announcing on a video they won't pay. Trump firing back on Twitter. Then it would be better to cancel the upcoming meeting. President Pena Nieto tweets back, "I will not attend the meeting scheduled for next Tuesday with the POTUS." Another decree cutting the Trans-Pacific Partnership adrift. The other 11 member nations and the rest of the world now figuring out what it means for them.
We must not underestimate what he has in store. He will lead a protectionist, nationalistic program. NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, could be next.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say, this is the best week ever.
What are you doing? Run! It's the week of greatness. What you doing? It's really happening! This is a real thing!
Nah, man. This is the real thing. Are you wearing the new Icon Clash?
I need this in a size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this in 16.
I got you. Not today.
Is it dead?
Class not dead.
Hell yeah.
Hey kid, where are you headed? You know it's the end of the world, right? Yeah, but it's the start of a week of greatness.
It's the best week ever.
And tighter immigration controls for some Muslims.
Then Israel. Total defrost of that White House relationship. Already Israel announcing plans to expand settlements. America's regional allies scrambling to respond. President Trump making good on some of candidate Trump's promises.
I think areas in the South China Sea that are part of international waters and international activities, I think the U.S. is going to make sure that we protect our interests there. So
his spokesman, tough on China, drawing swift Chinese condemnation.
The United States is not a party to the South China Sea issue. We urge the United States to honor its commitments.
Amidst all this controversy, the first world leader to visit President Trump.
Time and again, it is the relationship between us that has defined the modern world.
British Prime Minister Theresa May trading on historic US-UK bonds to boost business between the two nations. But pushed off message by Trump's latest comments. Torture may be okay. Defending herself before she left the UK.
That we have a very clear position on torture. We do not sanction torture. We do not get involved with that, and that will continue to be our position.
The British leader also facing European pushback on her visit. Concerns Trump is using Britain to divide Europe. Reality is Trump's presidency is in its infancy. The question British and others around the world are trying to figure out is, will America's new president go it alone? Or will he evolve into something global diplomats can more readily fall in line with? Nick Robertson, CNN, Washington.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. And please take good care of Bill Barr. He's very important to all of us.
Okay, let's go.
In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.
I have been researching the 923 code because it is significant with the birthing of Jupiter 923-2017. He's the king of the gods and represents the Antichrist in a way. But 923 also represents 14, and we know that Osiris was cut up into 14 pieces from his brother Set, who is also the brother of Horus. So this code is really a code that has been broken down with many things, and most of all, it's been broken down with unity, because what they want to do is put the pieces of Osiris back together again, just like in our last show. Isis is representing the moon, Osiris represents the sun, and she wants to put all the pieces of Osiris back together again.
Flamaseus, Lucifer matutinus inveniat. Ille inquam Lucifer qui nescito casum, Christus filius tuus, qui regressus ab inferis, humano generis serenus iluxit, et tecum vivit et regnat in saecula saeculorum.
And important for all peoples. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
New world order. A new world order. A new world order. New world order. New world order.
A new world order. A new world order. Among the speakers that followed the US president, the leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, speaking at the UN for the first time after 40 years in power. And waving the UN Charter, he called for an end to any permanent membership of the Security Council, arguing that small nations should have the same rights as the big. It was a speech that lasted well over an hour and covered subjects ranging from jet lag to political assassinations.
and then the assassination or the killing of Kennedy in 63 or 62. The President of the United States of America. Why? We want to know who killed him. Somebody who by the name of Lee Harvey, and then another Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey. Why did he kill him?
Oh, be quiet. Why are you guys so anti-dictators? Imagine if America was a dictatorship. You could let 1% of the people have all the nation's wealth. You could help your rich friends get richer by cutting their taxes and bailing them out when they gamble and lose. You could ignore the needs of the poor for healthcare and education. Your media would appear free, but would secretly be controlled by one person and his family. You could wiretap phones. You could torture foreign prisoners. You could have rigged elections. You could lie about why you go to war. You could fill your prisons with one particular racial group, and no one would complain. You could use the media to scare the people into supporting policies that are against their interests. I know this is hard for you Americans to imagine, but please try.
Earlier, the UN Secretary-General had opened proceedings, sticking to his allotted time, calling for international unity.
If ever there were a time to act in a spirit of renewed multilateralism, a moment to create a United Nations of genuine collective action, it is now.
New world order. New world order. And a new world order.
A new world order.
New world order. New world order.
New world order.
A new world order. Need for a new world order.
A new world order.
Now is our time. A time to put the United back into the United Nations.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
I like him a lot.
Agent Dunham, I need immediate evac. 923 Church Street. There's a device on the 47th floor. Nicely done.
Good performance.
By 9:23, the water of life shall proceed forth from the throne of the Lamb, and the day of the Lord shall be
63 BC. Augustus Caesar, ancient Rome's first emperor and the grandnephew of Julius Caesar, is born Gaius Octavius in what's now Italy's capital. 1806. Explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark end their expedition to America's uncharted West. They return to St. Louis more than 2 years after setting out for the Pacific Northwest. 1939. Psychologist Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, dies in London. He was 83. 1930.
Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Ray Charles, the singer and pianist who helped pioneer soul music, is born Ray Charles Robinson in Albany, Georgia. And 1949.
Come on up for the rise. Come on up, lay your hands in mine.
Bruce Springsteen, the rock singer and songwriter known as The Boss, is born in Freehold, New Jersey.
And that's such a pleasure to see you. Thank you. It's the very least I can do.
We know this will take trillions, not billions of dollars. We also know that countries, many of whom are burdened by growing levels of debt, simply cannot afford to go green. Here we need a vast military-style campaign to marshal the strength of the global private sector. Here we need a vast military-style campaign to marshal the strength of the global private sector. With trillions at its disposal, far beyond global GDP, and with the greatest respect, beyond even the governments of the world's leaders, it date offers the only real prospect of achieving fundamental economic transition.
Calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious... What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future.
The People's Pope, from the beginning, embraced a papacy of humility, choosing the name Francis after Francis of Assisi, the 13th century patron saint of the poor. The day he was elected in 2013, appearing before crowds dressed in a simple white cassock and an iron cross, not the traditional gold. He used his pulpit to highlight the plight of the sick, the poor, and the forgotten. No surprise from a man who, as cardinal in Argentina, lived in a small apartment, rode the subway, and cooked his own meals.
He could understand regular people. I'm an ordinary person, an ordinary guy with an extraordinary job. And I think that the message was, I am one of you.
Gino, run this down to the professor for me. Sounds like it's getting a little nervous.
This is queer, look.
What's that? What do you got?
All these people applied for Social Security cards in the same town in New Jersey on the exact same date.
New Jersey?
46 Yo-Yo Dine employees, Grover's Mills, New Jersey, 11/1/38.
I got some pictures, boys.
Looks like a practical joke. Check out these names. John Yaya, John Parrott, John Big Booty, maybe not John Nolan, John O'Connor. No way, Jose. John Smallberries? It's a joke. Maybe that's what Buckaroo was talking about when he said...
No, Reno, there are no ages and no places of birth. Grover's Mill. Grover's Mill, 1938. Why is that so familiar? They all have the same first name. John.
Somebody's playing games here. This is statistically impossible.
I don't know. Wait a minute. November 1, October, 30 days have September, April, June, November. When short February is done, all the rest have 31, October 31st. Halloween. Oh, don't you get it? Orson Welles.
You mean the guy from the old wine commercials?
Halloween, 1938, a War of the Worlds, that fake radio news broadcast that got everybody scared, thinking real live Martians were landing in Grover's Mill, New Jersey. But then it all just turned out to be a hoax. So maybe it wasn't a hoax, or maybe it isn't a hoax.
Buckaroo, President's on line 1, calling about is everything okay with the alien spacecraft from Planet 10, or should he just go ahead and destroy Russia?
Tell him yes on 1 and no on 2.
Experience the adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension. Rated PG.
Tell
I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast.
There's two Trumps. Okay. The one in the red tie is the real one. The one in the blue tie is not.
Sometimes I think Donald Trump is really a set of twins. I do. There's Donald Trump and Ronald Trump. And they're masquerading as the same person, but sometimes they just can't get their story straight.
Secretary Clinton is preparing for anything and everything. In fact, it is being reported that she is actually prepping for two Trumps at the debate. An on-message, disciplined Donald Trump and a freewheeling Donald Trump.
And Donald Trump says he is two Donald Trumps. And Dr. Ben Carson agreeing and then disagreeing over whether or not we're getting the real Donald Trump.
They're two different Donald Trumps.
A tale of two presidents. Yes, well, of course, it's Donald Trump, John, and needless to say, he wasn't going to settle for just one presidency. He has given us two in 1 year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
The Washington Post tracked down alumni and former administrators at the New York Military Academy to learn more about the president's school records. Mark Fisher wrote that piece. He's a senior editor for the Washington Post. Mark, thanks so much for joining us. What did administrators and alumni at the New York Military Academy tell you about efforts to keep the president's school records hidden in 2011?
Well, it was shortly after Donald Trump made that statement that Michael Cohen referenced about telling President Obama that he had been a terrible student and he should release his own academic records. Within hours after that statement, the administrators at the New York Military Academy, where President Trump went to high school, received word from wealthy alumni who were friends of Mr. Trump, ordering them to go find Trump's academic record, remove it from the school, and hand it over to them supposedly for safekeeping.
Simply put, this country and this world benefit from your commitment to Jesuit principles, to being men.
As a graduate of another great Jesuit institution, Xavier University, I have great affection for the value and purpose of a Jesuit education.
President Trump, who attended Fordham, a Jesuit university, came face to face today with the first Jesuit pope. The rest is history.
Storm's coming. Storm coming soon.
A storm is coming, Frank says.
A storm is coming. Our storm. Basic principles of time travel are there. You got your vessel and your portal. The vessel can be just about anything, most likely a spacecraft.
Like a DeLorean. You know, I love that movie, the way they shot it. It's so, like futuristic, you know?
42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to Room 9.
Looking good, number 9, looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Here to discuss how Catholics are faring this election season and their discernment on this consequential vote is Father Thomas Petrie, president of the Dominican House of Studies. Father Petrie, it's so great to have you here with us, especially because we really need prayer. People are really nervous. In the biggest Catholic moments this election season, it was the Holy Father who gave his opinion on the 2024 candidates on his way back to Rome from his tour in Southeast Asia. Here's what he said.
In genere si dice che non votare è brutto.
You have to vote, and one must choose the lesser of two evils. Who is the lesser of two evils? That lady or that gentleman? I don't know. Everyone with a conscience should think on this and do it.
Now, Pope Francis slammed both presidential candidates without naming names as, quote, anti-life. He continued his explanation saying both are anti-life, but the one who throws out migrants and the one who kills babies, both of them are against life. Father Petrie, is the Holy Father equating immigration and abortion?
Well, he might be. It's hard to always divine the Holy Father's mind. You know, this language of choosing the lesser of evils. As a moral theologian, I would say we should never choose any evil.
This will be the year the American people say enough is enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Donald Trump Museum, dedicated to America's #1 citizen and America's greatest living folk hero, the one and only Donald Trump. Learn the amazing history of the Trump family.
Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care.
And I guess I have some very good enemies, and I like it that way somehow. And I really believe in trashing your enemies.
Inside, you will learn how Donald Trump's father left him a large inheritance.
Nobody's going to do more women than Donald Trump. That I can tell you. That I can tell you. And I think they know it.
Discover how in 2016 Donald Trump successfully lobbied to legalize gambling.
Part of the beauty of me is that I'm very rich.
He wants to run for president and move on into the White House. Why not?
Share in the stupidity of the average American as they made him the 45th president of the United States.
That will easily go down as the greatest president in the history of the United States. Me, Donald John Trump. No! Hey, no! Hey, wait, you come with us upstairs. There you go, Sonny. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way.
Public outrage explodes when a sham election leads to incumbent David Adams accepting a second term in office.
Take a look at what happened.
A second term in office. During the 57th Inauguration Day ceremonies, Washington, D.C. is struck by a low-yield nuclear weapon, killing David Adams and most of the U.S. Congress. The destruction of Washington, D.C. effectively breaks the chain of succession, sending the nation into chaos. In an emergency vote, the European Union deploys peacekeepers in the greater D.C. area to secure international interests. With separatist sentiment rising, California's governor declares home rule and secedes from the Union. Texas follows quickly and declares sovereignty, taking neighboring states with them and forming the Republic of Texas.
Donald Trump held the first rally of his 2024 White House campaign on Saturday at an airfield in Waco, Texas.
You will be vindicated and proud, and the thugs and criminals who are corrupting our justice system will be defeated, discredited, and totally disgraced.
Bang, 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 bang. There you go. I'm a gangster. That's it. That's the life.
The Alto Knights now play.
Waco is known for the 1993 deadly standoff between the FBI and the Branch Davidian cult.
And it's been 32 years since that deadly raid on the Branch Davidian compound just outside Waco. The siege followed a 51-day standoff between federal agents and the Davidians, a religious group led by David Koresh. The feds launched the raid, suspecting the group of stockpiling illegal weapons. A fire sparked during the assault, engulfing the complex. 76 Branch Davidians were killed, along with 4 ATF agents. 20 other agents were wounded. 9 Branch Davidians escaped the fire and were later arrested and prosecuted.
Revelation 17. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me,
Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Now, the once United States of America lie in ruin. The time for words has passed, and a second American Civil War now erupts as 7 factions wage war across the land. They battle one another to reclaim a nation, to restore peace, to rebuild this shattered union.
And upon her forehead was a name written,
Mystery, Babylon the Great,
the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me,
Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was, and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called, and chosen, and faithful.
And he saith unto me,
The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
$13 figures. Well played. That was some risk.
I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.
Jesus in the noonday hour. Seek Jesus in the evening before the sun is going down. He said, "Knock, and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you, and he will come on in and sup with you a while." Hallelujah. Yes, he will. He'll come in. He'll come in. If you're seeking, he'll come in. If you're seeking, he'll come in. Bless your name, Jesus. Bless your name, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.